マーリンズ社長に長く就任したデビッド・サムソン氏が歯に衣着せぬ意見で大人気の自身のポッドキャストで大谷の二刀流について熱く語りました。カブレラ氏の例を挙げ、改めて大谷の二刀流がどれほどすごいかを語っています。訳しましたのでご覧ください。
And I was watching Ohtani pitch, and I was thinking not about Ohtani. I was actually thinking about Miguel Cabrera. And the reason why Miguel Cabrera came into my mind is that Miguel Cabrera would do things before a game just for fun. I'm going to hit a home run. I'd like to do a gap double. I may get hit by a pitch and then do a single up the middle that just misses the pitcher. Just sort of the fun ability to control more than almost any player I've ever been around when Miguel was starting. And I was thinking about what Shohei Ohtani is doing in Los Angeles. And each year we talk about his greatness, his uniqueness. Shohei Ohtani has been pretty forward about the fact that he wants to win a Cy Young Award this year. MVP, been there. Each league, done that. Multiples, done that. What's being reported is that Shohei Ohtani is doing everything he can, including by having pitched 30 innings this year with an ERA of a unbelievable 0.6. And that's after he lost the game to the Marlins last night. He basically never walks you, and he will strike you out at least once an inning. We are talking about numbers that if he were just a pitcher, you would look at his numbers and you would say, this is a number one starter. This is an ace. If I put his stats next to the stats of others, even if you want Soriano of the Angels, even if you want Skubal, whatever you want, whoever you want to compare, Shohei Ohtani is a top of the rotation ace. How easy is it to forget that he is a top of the lineup MVP? It can't get talked about enough, in my opinion, what Shohei is doing. If he accomplishes his goal of making every start, and he continues to pitch the way he does and is, he's going to get the Cy Young Award. But what was interesting to me last night is that he wasn't starting in the lineup. Shohei Ohtani did not play last night, and how great is that to say? I've been waiting to say that line about Shohei Ohtani for years. Last night, Shohei Ohtani was not in the lineup, took the day off. Your starting pitcher for tonight's game, Shohei Ohtani. It's not a day off. Ohtani considers it a day off because he's not swinging the bat and doing the quick turnarounds with the pitch clock on from the mound to the batter's box, or from being stranded on second base to the dugout to get his stuff to do his warm-up pitches. Oi, it's too much. Now, what I'm talking about is just him being out of the lineup because the Dodgers said, you know, I think we're better served over the long run of him not doing both in a game. And where have they been? This is exactly, even if Ohtani doesn't want to do it, this is exactly what the Dodgers should be doing to Ohtani. Being a starting pitcher and a leadoff hitter, we have now learned is possible. But being a starting pitcher and a leadoff hitter in the game in which you're starting, there is no way that that is a good plan for a team in April that wants to get through October to win again, and match the Yankees of the last 3-year winning streak. Ohtani has been incredibly, shall we say, a team player. Shohei Ohtani, in his mind, would hit first. Then he'd lead off the second inning. Then he'd be the third batter with 2 men out in whatever inning. If the rule were that you could bat someone whenever they could bat, Shohei Ohtani would like to bat 10 times a day, 10 times a game. Shohei Ohtani understands the wear and tear on his 31, soon-to-be 32-year-old body. We can call him Superman, and he plays like it. We can call him the best we've ever seen, which he is. The only battle he will lose is not to MVP or Cy Young voters. He will lose the battle to Father Time at some point. In baseball, there's the right and the wrong side of 30. With Ohtani on the wrong side of 30, you have to keep in mind that stamina over 162 plus 30, which is playoff games, plus 30 spring training games, it's too much. If you can be in a position where you're entering May, where Ohtani has an ERA under 1, where Ohtani has 6 home runs and 13 RBI with OPS of almost 900, you can end the month in first place holding off a very hot Padres team. You can be following your plan to keep your pitchers injury-free until October, where they choose their 3 best to be the 3 starters in the playoff rotation. This is the dream of an MLB team. It's a dream of the front office, of the owner, to have it so locked down, so under control. Every day we have a new reason to talk about the Dodgers, to talk about what they're doing from a labor standpoint, to talk about the difficulty in trying to chase them down and whether or not that leads to inequality of opportunity for everyone because what they're doing cannot be replicated. These are important questions that will have to follow over the course of the next many months of negotiations between Dan Hallam and Bruce Meyer to get a new collective bargaining agreement. In the meantime, I can just tell you, I would assume that Shohei Ohtani will continue this pace and will add to his hardware collection. Why wouldn't he?
MLB の労使協定は今年12月に満了を迎え、再契約が必要です。ただし、今回はサラリーキャップ、球団の総年俸上限を希望する球団が多く、難航が予想されます。もし、キャップが決まるとドジャースも劇的な構造改革を迫られる可能性があります。ただし、選手会は断固として反対する姿勢を取るものとみられ、そうなるとロックアウトとなり、2027年のシーズンに影響が出る可能性があります。無事に始まってほしいですね。